Hello, this is Jon Motgrom. Genesis, representing domestic premium, is the vehicle where new technologies are applied first among all Hyundai Motor Group cars. Among these new technologies, the ultimate technology for improving ride comfort has been unveiled. It will be applied first to the newly released Genesis vehicles, right? First, it's not available in Hyundai or Kia. I'll summarize the unique technologies applied to Genesis vehicles all at once, and then I'll introduce the new technology. If you're planning to buy a luxury vehicle, you should know about these technologies. First, one of the most popular and desirable options, of course, is the air suspension. The multi-chamber air suspension, which provides a smooth and elegant driving feel, is a technology that actively adjusts ride comfort and handling performance according to the situation. Currently, this technology is only available on the G90 among Genesis brand vehicles, but in the past, it was also offered on SUVs like the Mojave. And it has also been confirmed that air suspension will be applied to the upcoming GV90 flagship SUV. The air suspension used in Genesis absorbs vibrations and shocks with air springs instead of traditional coil springs. It's a technology that provides optimal ride comfort through multiple chambers or air pockets. It adjusts air spring characteristics and vehicle height based on driving mode and conditions. For example, before entering a speed bump, it adjusts the vehicle's height and the suspension's damping force to improve ride comfort. And on slopes like long downhill roads, it focuses on raising the front to maintain levelness in order to provide optimal ride comfort. On rough or off-road surfaces, it increases ground clearance to protect the underbody. In high-speed driving environments like highways, it's a smart technology that lowers the vehicle's height to increase stability. Ultimately, it's a technology that prioritizes adjusting the vehicle's balance, and it also adjusts the ride comfort according to the road conditions and surface. You might be wondering what the difference is compared to the preview electronic control suspension that many people know about. Since the air suspension adjusts with air, it's definitely superior at filtering out small vibrations. That's why people say it's smooth and luxurious, and ultimately it allows for sharper handling. The second technology is rear-wheel steering. The rear-wheel steering system is a technology added to vehicles that once only had front-wheel steering. This technology actively controls all four-wheel steering, like the difference between two- and four-wheel drive. Can anyone tell the difference? When this is applied to large vehicles over 5 meters, the turning radius is definitely reduced, just like a mid-size car, and you can feel it right away when you try parking. Also, when turning at an intersection, it feels like your car has really gotten smaller, so you can turn easily. With rear-wheel steering, note that at low speeds, the rear wheels move opposite to the front wheels. This is called counter phase. They reach maximum steering angle, reducing turning radius. You can control the car more easily when parking, but it's not only useful at low speeds. At high speeds, the front and rear wheels turn in the same direction, called in phase, adjusting within a set range. It makes lane changes and similar maneuvers smoother. It's a technology that enhances cornering stability at high speeds and during emergency maneuvers. It's a technology that enables agile vehicle movement. The third is the 48.5 electric supercharger technology. It's an addition of a 48.5 mild hybrid system to the existing 5.6 3.5 turbo engine, and with the voltage increased to 48.5, it became possible to combine it with a supercharger. With this, you can improve driving performance, responsiveness, fuel efficiency, and emissions. The supercharger technology allows compressed air to be quickly supplied to the engine cylinders, and it's a technology that enhances the responsiveness of the accelerator pedal. With the supercharger technology, turbo lag is said to be reduced by about 53%, and thanks to this, engine responsiveness is greatly improved. Anyone can experience this technology during a test drive. With a voltage 4 times higher than the 12.5 system, high-power electronic components can now operate. Industry sources say Hyundai Motor Group has developed technologies enabling electronic components to run on a 12.5 system. I hope these technologies are implemented soon. The fourth technology is the electronic limited slip differential. It's a technology that actively controls the rotational difference between the left and right wheels, allowing for bolder driving with optimal traction. The limited slip differential is also known as limited slip differential. When the road conditions for the left and right wheels are different, the wheel with less traction spins. On the other side, since the driving force isn't delivered, you might have seen vehicles stuck in rough terrain or on sandy beaches. At this time, the technology that transfers power to the wheel with resistance, improving driving stability and escape performance, is called limited slip differential technology. This technology comes in mechanical and electronic types, and this limited slip differential technology is exactly what is offered in Genesis vehicles. Simply put, I said that an all-wheel drive system powering all four wheels offers more stable handling and better ride comfort than a two-wheel drive system. However, if equal driving force is delivered to all four wheels, in situations like off-roading, if one wheel is lifted or on the contrary gets stuck, there can be situations where you can't get out. A limited slip differential senses rotation differences between left and right wheels and distributes driving force accordingly. When this technology is combined with terrain mode, it allows for more stable driving on regular roads, muddy roads, sandy roads, and snowy roads. Lastly, the fifth technology is active noise control, which is commonly known as noise cancellation. This is a technology that enhances the quietness inside the cabin, and among leading global car manufacturers, Genesis is the best in this field. It is a technology that generates a phase opposite to the noise coming from the road surface, effectively reducing the noise. If you look at the tire area of the vehicle, this technology uses 4 accelerometers and 8 microphones installed inside the car to measure the noise from the road surface in real time. The technology cancels noise by emitting an opposite phase through the speakers. The main sources of noise are areas where you hear thumping and damping sounds, such as asphalt, bridges, bumps, and speed bumps. Of course, anyone can notice it, and this technology is offered in luxury vehicles from Hyundai and Kia. However, there are some differences, such as the areas where sound-absorbing pads are applied inside the vehicle and the materials used. Also, there are differences in the thickness of the double laminated soundproof glass. So, even though it may feel like the same technology, this is why Genesis vehicles definitely feel quieter than Hyundai or Kia. And although it hasn't been applied yet, I'll tell you about new ride comfort technologies that are expected to be applied to Genesis vehicles first in the future. Let's listen to this directly through the official video.
Hello, I'm Jail Park, the head of Chassis Control Research, responsible for E-VMC, a technology that enhances driving performance through motor control among electrification specialized technologies. Introducing E-VMC. E-VMC 1.0 was developed to improve the vehicle's handling, driving stability, and ride comfort by utilizing the front-wheel drive motor. The detailed functions of E-VMC include E-handling, E-EHA, and E-traction to enhance driving dynamics, as well as E-ride to improve ride comfort when passing over speed bumps or during sudden acceleration. Starting with the Tucson and Sportage hybrids mass-produced after 2020, these functions have been gradually applied and are now being expanded horizontally to Hyundai Motor Group's hybrid vehicles. The development goal of E-VMC 2.0 is to further enhance the driving control performance of the previous E-VMC 1.0 in a more stable direction, providing passengers with a more comfortable driving experience. Handling 1.0 improves driving stability and responsiveness by controlling the motor's acceleration and deceleration to shift the vehicle's yaw during cornering. Handling 2.0 along with 1.0 technology enhances roll performance by controlling the front and rear drive motors in opposite directions. Simply put, if the front motor accelerates by 10 and the rear motor decelerates by 10, the total force is 0. However, this creates a front-to-back pull, lowering the vehicle's center of gravity and improving roll performance. EEH 1.0 is an emergency assist feature that detects collision risks with a front sensor and during sudden steering, adjusts motor acceleration and deceleration based on avoidance and stabilization zones to support avoidance maneuvers. EH 2.0 improves avoidance by managing front and rear motor braking during maneuvers. In the safe zone afterward, the front motor drives while the rear brakes, lowering the center of gravity and enhancing roll performance. This ride feature reduces the vertical movement of the vehicle when passing over speed bumps. This tilting motion is called pitch, and this up and down movement is called bounce. In E-Ride 1.0 control, reduce pitch by managing acceleration and deceleration. E-Ride 2.0 reduces both pitch and bounce. When crossing a speed bump, the front motor drives and rear motor brakes to lower the center of gravity and slow the vehicle's rise. After passing, the front motor brakes and rear motor drives to raise the center of gravity and slow the descent. This is the technology used.
Then, I will greet you with even better videos in the future. Thank you. If this was even a little helpful, please like the video, and through subscribing and turning on notifications, you can quickly get accurate information about new cars. Thank you.